In this video, I will show the fastest way to get to Inazuma without the quest. That's right, not that annoying, tedious method where you must enter and exit trials for 30 minutes, but one that just takes 30 seconds to do. Well, not including running there. So, for everyone who is not familiar with the challenges of getting to Inazuma without the quest, let me explain. Even if you do, I suggest not skipping forward. Basically, Inazuma is blocked by a storm barrier that goes across the whole ocean. It causes extreme lightning, but that isn't really a problem. What is a problem though is the teleport barrier. It sits deeper within the storm and looks like this. The yellow zone is the part that teleports you back to Liyue, but the purple sends you right to Inazuma. This means that if you get far enough through, it will just teleport you there. Also, if you're wondering, yes, this graphic is mostly accurate. Before you begin, you first need a few things. Firstly, you either need to be connected to a mobile hotspot or Ethernet, since you will need to be able to disconnect the internet for this. The second requirement is that you need animal resonance, which gives a 10% speed bonus. In case you don't know, this means you need 2 animal characters in your team. Finally, the last requirement depends on your account. If you have any character that helps with movements such as Wander, Chaska, Aoife, Llama, or Sayu, this will be easier. If you don't though, it's fine, but you will need to learn bunnyhopping. It isn't difficult, but you will have to do it almost perfectly for 30 seconds. Once you're ready, you will need to glitch under the water. There are 2 ways of doing this. I recommend doing an ice clip right here. Just use Kaya to place ice under this stone, plunge down and quickly swim under it, and it should pull you through it. Now fall down here and you will be under the water. Alternatively, you can do a glitch in liyue, but it's very inconsistent and I wasn't even able to do it myself. Either way, the tutorial is in the description or in the card right here. Now you need to run all the way to Inazuma, specifically to here. Just place a marker at around the same place as you see right now. You can try to bunny hop all the way there as practice. Also, one thing to mention, be careful not to go too high since the water can pull you up. If it does, just go in and out of a trial. Anyways, once you make it here, you will have to be careful of the barrier. I have it marked on my map, so it's no problem for me. You should do the same. This is a little tricky though. I recommend slowly walking towards Inazuma while avoiding lightning. You must always keep your eyes at the top left of the screen, since if you go into the barrier, it will show an effect. Once you do, immediately do 2 dashes backwards and open the map. Then place a marker slightly behind yourself. 1 will be enough for you, though as you can see, I had to place a few more for this video. Now that you have a point of reference, stand right up close to it, but be careful not to go into it. If you do, again, just 2 dashes away and you should be fine. This is where you will have to disconnect your internet. Make sure to disconnect the mobile data, not the hotspot itself. This is because your device won't disconnect from the actual network then, therefore need less time to reconnect. Test how disconnects work on your phone specifically though. I know it's different on iPhones for example. This matters since you will be fighting time. If you use Ethernet, then just unplug it from your PC. If you are disconnected for over 30 seconds, then this loading circle will appear. This means you need to be disconnected for just under 30 seconds. But of course, the earlier you reconnect, the less time you will have to make it through. I recommend testing how long it takes for your internet to come back after reconnecting. For me, it's about 3 seconds. To reconnect at the right time, I recommend starting a stopwatch when you disconnect. Then at about 25 seconds, reconnect, therefore being disconnected for 28. Again, this depends on how long it takes your device to reconnect. As I'm sure you've guessed, in these 30 seconds you need to bunny hop through the barrier. Make sure to continue moving even after reconnecting, since it will be a few extra seconds before the Bale Thunder teleports you. Also, if you think you messed up and were too slow, make sure to not reconnect. This will cause the loading circle to appear where you can safely reconnect and be brought back to the point where you disconnected. If you think you did go fast enough, then reconnect before the 30 seconds pass as I explained before. If you did everything right, the teleport screen should be Inazuma instead of liyue, in which case, congratulations, you have successfully made it to Inazuma without the quest. But if it isn't, well, try again. You will have to run all the way back. But if you messed up, it's probably because you were too slow, in which case, this is just more bunny hopping practice for you to get it right the next time. Also, if you're interested in how far can the limits of Inazuma early be pushed, check out my new series Genshin Questos. The first video happens to be about Inazuma. Anyways, that is it. This is the 3rd time that I've made an Inazuma early video, and this time it's actually my own method, that I didn't steal it from Musashi. I still feel guilty since those are my most popular videos. That's it for today though, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.